So if you've got your band, I'd like you to hang it down like this in front of you. And we're going to pull. Give our shoulders a little opener. Oh, groany shoulders. Positioning your feet about hip width. Allow your knees to soften and just let your tailbone hang down for a moment. Breathing into your belly. Inhale as you go back. Exhale and come down. Deep breath in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. At a tiptoe, breathe in. Breathe out. In and out. Coming right up onto your tippy toes so you feel your calf muscles kick in. More tippy toe rises. And last one. Okay, can we position the feet a little bit wider? Softening the knees. Let your tailbone hang down again. And we're going to walk the hands in just a bit narrower. Pull your shoulders down. You just squeeze your pelvic floor as you pull on the band. And then release your pelvic floor. Do it again. Squeeze as you pull. And release. We're going to squeeze, pull, and lean at the same time. So let your head drop. And relax the pull. Do it again. Squeeze and pull. Add the lean. And release. As you squeeze your pelvic floor, draw your belly button muscle in. And can you go a little bit further with each one now? Last couple. And final one. From here, if you can hook your band underneath your foot. And let's see if we can balance on the other leg, lengthening the arm. You can touch and hold on to something if needed. I'm going to bring that leg up, circle it around, and then sweep through. Now, I want you to try your best to keep the leg you're stood on the upper body quite still. You're testing that stillness as you circle around. A little bit of height on the leg, mobilizing the hip. And try and lift the leg high enough at the back that you can feel your buttock muscle activate. Wobbling optional, of course. Can we do two more? And final one. Alrighty, let's release. Give that a go on the other side. We're lengthening up the posture. Imagine you're being pulled up by a little bun at the top of the head. Bring the leg up and circle around. Let's do that again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lengthening your posture. And you get your buttock muscle kicking in as you go back behind. Wobbling optional, of course. Welcoming the wobble. Let's do two more. Straightening that leg we stood up. Oh, hello, Mel. Final one. And let's release. And we give that a go on the other side, but this time we're going to do it in reverse. Adding in an arm, if you like. So as your leg goes back, your arm is going to come forwards. And then we draw the circle. And again, leg back as the arm comes forwards. And we circle. You may sing along if you know the words, or is that a bit too much? Leg, arm, and words. Hit the high note. And we do 2 more. Breathe. And last one. Alrighty, rest off. Let's give it a go on the other side. So lengthen up your posture. Begin with hovering that leg behind as the arm comes forwards. And circle. Good test of our coordination, circling. Leg back, arm forwards. Let's do 2 more. And final one. Alrighty, resting off. Shake a leg. And we bring it down to the ground. Have a little drink, especially if you're playing a bit of catch up. And breathe out. Are you looking for online classes that support you with getting more me time? You want to get supple, strong, feel less stressed, get in the driving seat. But actually, perhaps you've noticed that following videos on YouTube isn't actually helping you commit. It's not like the teacher reaches out and says, correct your hips, bring your knee back, move your posture back. And this is the problem. So, of course, you can hit subscribe to get more from the Zigs YouTube channel. But let's face it, we're not going to send our children to a school without a teacher or a tutor. I mean, what's their life going to be like if they're going to learn in that way? So my name's Claire Louise Freeman. I'm the business owner of Zigs Exercise, and I like to encourage you to join me and my community online, where we get together via Zoom and we practice Pilates conditioning, yoga stretches, mobility. And the thing is, we get to actually talk through this stuff. We get to do it together. And to me, consistently doing it together is the thing that gives us much, much better results than if we're left flailing around in front of a video trying to do it all by ourselves. So if you'd like more information about joining me and others, please reach out, get in touch. You can work with us morning, evening, from the comfort of your own home. It's great because you get all the kit together at home, and it does help you to practice in between as well. So I'm offering a complimentary kickstart call. We can talk through what's getting in the way, you know, why it's not worked so far. And sometimes the hardest bit is actually just picking up the phone and talking it through. So brave pants on. I work with all sorts of people from various walks of life, different shapes and sizes. And often people who do work with me do it because they say that I do it in a very non-judgmental way. Of course, it's free to talk, so you can click the link in the description box below and we can get to know each other and see if we're a good fit. There's no pressure here. On the call, I'll listen in to, you know, what you need support with, what your personal needs are, and I can answer any of your questions about our online Pilates and yoga, where we do it together in community. Why wait? This stuff doesn't get any easier as we get older. We work with lots of busy parents, grandparents, business owners, NHS professionals, private school teachers, regular school teachers. So if that feels like you and you need that support and accountability on getting it done, that's the thing. If we've got the sessions booked in regularly, that means we're much more likely to show up. And it's that regularity that people are often missing. You know, they take time off during holidays. It's the commitment that gets the motivation. So why wait? Book in, give me a call, and I'll see you on the fluid today. Bring our knees to our chest, tuck and tap. Breathe out, tuck. Breathe in, tap. You point your toes as you do it. Last couple. And final one. Okay, and then from here, I'd like you to keep your right knee hugged in, straighten the other leg long. You can bring that knee across your body, feel for the floor. Pressing the knee down, trailing the arm. Breathing deeply. Let's release. And we give that a go on the other side. Hugging the knee. Coming across. Trailing the arm diagonally. Breathing deeply. And let's move over to all fours. So hands just a bit wider than your shoulders. We're going to allow our chest to lead the way as we come down and back up. Breathing out as we lower, in as we lift. You can do it with your knees a bit further back for next level, or more advanced, coming up to the toes. Breathe out as you lower. Let your chest lead the way. Is your core acting as you come down. The last couple. And final one. And then from there, we can either sit back into our child pose, resting the forehead down on the floor, or you can meet me in the downward dog. So lifting the tailbone, pressing the heels down, mobilizing around our calves, our toes pressing down, 2, 3, and then change. Push down, down, down. And again, push down, down, down. Breathe. Allow your belly to hang loose. Breathe into your belly. Couple more. And final one. Alrighty, so from here we'll take a walk with our feet towards our hands. And you catch hold of your elbows. We're going to one side, around the other way. You let your neck, shoulder, and knees. Each side. Breathe. And coming down onto the back. Pilates single leg stretch. Bring the thumb down simultaneously with the heel. Level 2, if you like, start from here, knees at 90 degrees. More advanced, reaching the toes, straight leg. Relax your knees, parking your hands just here, circling around. Eyes closed as you circle. Breathe. Reversing. All Alrighty, from there, I'd like you to pop your feet on the floor, palms facing up. I'd like you to hover one leg, so bent leg. Now imagine you've got, those little builder's spirit levels where it's got a little bubble in the middle. I want you to imagine there's one of those across your hips. So the aim is to keep that builder's spirit level in the middle, that little bubble as you circle out, round and in. Our next level, we could do it with the other leg hovered. We're not going to rock around in the pelvis as best we can. Keep that focus on the bubble in the middle. Let's reverse back in the opposite direction. Breathe. Point your toes. Point them quite firmly. Notice what's going on in your feet. And let's relax down. And we give that a go on the other side. So visualizing that little bubble, can we keep it in the middle, or is the pelvis rocking around a lot and that bubble moving from left to right? Level 2, hovering the other leg. Then you point your toes quite firmly. If you get crampy feet, you might need to flex and then point. Let's reverse back the other way. That's it. Breathe. Last couple. Relaxing your shoulders. Alrighty, let's roll to our side. Now from here, we're going to move into a wide leg position. So pointy toes. Lift your chest. And as you lean, can you flex your foot, catch hold of it, catch hold of your shin, and then point your toes as you move to the center. We lean, head drop down, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. Go a little bit further. Advance, we scoop that bottom arm away and bring the head down towards the knee. On this next view, we're going to hold down for a little bit longer, so we come down. 3, 2, 1. Back up. Point the toes, coming down a little bit further with each one. That feels appropriate. 3, 2, 1. Can we do 2 more? You might go wider, you might not. 3, down 2, down 1, and release. So final one. Alrighty, resting off. Give your legs a shake. We're going to move into doing some oysters. Now, if you want to, you can do them weighted. Good time to have a drink. So, if you're going to use a weight, pop it onto your ankle. If we're building our bone density around our hips, if we're doing these on a regular basis, you can do them without a weight, more for mobility purposes. Adding that weight helps us our strength journey. Again, very majestic music, yes, get us in the festive spirit. Okay, so if you can lay down onto your side and bring your knees in front of your hip, head down on your bottom arm. Notice my feet are forwards. Before you start to work the leg, I want you to lift your waist. Now pick up your waist, put it back down. So activating the side of the core by lifting and then dropping. And again, lift it. Now can you hold it there as you hover your leg and point your toes, opening the knee, push it back. As we hover down, we're going to flex the feet, but we're not going to drop that leg. So keep the knee hovered as you roll it back. 1, back 2, back 3, and hover. Now, often this top hip will wander backwards. So tune in, try to be conscious of steadying the hips. If we're steady, add some reach through our top leg. Breathe. Or next level, coming up onto our bottom elbow. So we squeeze, make a fist on that bottom arm. We do 2 more. And final one. Okay, can we give that a go on the other side? Head down on the bottom arm again. Let's do that little lift with the waistline to get our side core active. So we lift, drop. Waistline coming up and then down to the floor. So again, hover it, hover the leg and roll the knee back 1, back 2. Use your buttocks, flex your feet on the way down. Pointy toes on the lift, flexing the feet on the way down. Press your shoulder blade posture down away from your ears. You'll actually activate the side of your core more effectively. Shoulders pulled down. Adding that reach you want to add in for next level. Moving up onto side, to our side plank for more advanced. We're nearly there. Breathe. And we do 2 more. And final one. And rest off. Okay. You will need a stick for our next trick. Feel free to have a drink. Just going to grab one. Keep your weights on if you're using them. So we're going to use the stick as a way of monitoring our core stability. So if the stick's rolling off, usually it's because we've made that happen. The stick, I don't think, has a mind of its own, although it may feel like it at times. See if you can just have a soft curve in your lower back. So that means drawing the belly button in to help activate the core muscles. And then are we able to extend the leg? Lift it, keeping the lower back steady. Lifting the leg high enough that the buttock muscle activates. And then as we switch to the other side, are we able to maintain those contact points? Clearly not, with the stick, and then back down. So see if you can keep your head, shoulders, tailbone against the stick. Breathe. Once you've got it, you might try adding your opposite arm forward, or you can stick with that first level. Breathe. Level 2, opposite arm, reaching away from the leg. Our third option, oh, hello, we're going to fold the leg and then extend back out. And that hand that stays on the floor, think of pushing the ground away. Breathing useful. And we do one more each way. Breathe. And final one. Okay, resting off. We're gonna open the knees, meet up in a blank moment. We're gonna meet up in a child pose. That's what it's called. I think I'm getting hungry. Need some dinner. Okay, so rest your forehead down. Move your bottom back to your heels and wriggle your fingers forwards. Applying just a little bit of pressure down into the palms. Deep breath into the belly. Alrighty, when you're done, if you can, come and have a seat. Pop your weights off. Free to have a drink if you need one. Okay, so from here we're going to roll down. If you need a strap, you can hook a band and use it under your feet here for level 1 to help lever you up and down. Level 2, we do it hands-free. The third level, see if you can do it with your arms here by your ears. And particularly on the way up, it will feel tough to keep the arms by the ears. Groaning optional. Exhaling on the roll down. Exhaling on the lift. And as we build up strength over time, as we've got that technique, we can bring in a little bit of weight overhead. Your breathing guide the speed of your movement. We're going to do 4 more. Inhaling on the roll. Exhaling on the lift. You need to eat. Totally lost count. Okay, let's do 1 more. Can you interlace your fingers? Turn your palms out, so your little finger edges to the ground. Pointing the toes. Arch your back. Breathe into your belly. Deep breath in through your nose. Nice long exhale out through your mouth. Using this time as your breathing space. And from there, I'd like you to fold one knee in. You can put your hands just around the back. And we're going to sit up into a yoga glute stretch. So with this front foot, you can flex your foot, bring this one over the top, and then grip, turn, and can you push down through your back hand? So squeezing that knee in, and really straightening the arm that's pushing into the ground. Good squeeze. Breathe. And then softening and releasing. Now you can either stay with that version and repeat that side, or we're going to hook this front foot underneath so the heel sits under the buttock. And the arm now, rather than wrapping, will go a little bit further round so the elbow is here on the thigh. Push the ground away, look behind the shoulder. Pressing the elbow into the thigh. And letting just that little bit further round. Breathe. And let's release. Okay, so shake a leg. And can we give that a go on the other side? So we'll bring that knee up, in and across. Good squeeze of the knee. That's your opposite elbow to your knee. That's it. Bring it close to your chest and then push down Notice my back arm is touching the back. Yeah. Pressing the shoulders down as we turn and look behind, flexing our front foot up, almost like we're pushing the wall away in front of us with this foot. That's it. Deep breath. And let's release. So next level, bringing that front foot in. So the heel sits under the bottom. And then bringing our elbow to our thigh, so opposite elbow to our thigh, and pushing down again with that back hand. That's it, yeah, opposite. So you can either wrap it around the knee like that and sort of hug it in, or bring the elbow onto the thigh, sort of mid-thigh. Breathing deeply, pushing the ground away with the back hand. And let's rest off and shake it out. So great for digging into the side of the hip. Coming up to standing next. So have another drink if you need one. And we're going to use some weights as we move into some lunges now. So if you find a weight for each hand, you can do it without if you prefer to work on mobility. Having Velcro issues. Let's try again. There we are. Ooh, and glass issues. Lost the specs. All right, so nice big stride. Tippy toe on your back foot. I'm going to come down into a lunge. I'm going to fold the weight towards the shoulder as we come down, 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 and release. Next level, we come down and we're going to push the weight forwards. Bring it back in. Now, as you do that action with the weight, make sure your bottom is tucked under and your core feels like it's active, so you're avoiding going into overarch too much in your lower back. Let's do it again. Keep your bottom tucked and your upper body upright so that your shoulder sits directly above your hip. And we do two more. Breathe. And final one. Alrighty, bringing the feet together. Let's shake a leg and we'll switch and give that a go on the other side. Tippy toe. Tuck your bottom under. Start with just the fold with the arm. Think about your positioning. Straightening out through the front leg. And let's do it again. So we come down. And then adding that reach. Moving back in. Straightening the leg. And tuck. Breathe. Let's do it again. Breathe. So stamina building. We do two more. And final one. Let's relax off and give your legs a shake. Alrighty, can you find a stick? We're placing the stick behind the body so that we've got our thumbs attached together. That's it. And if you can roll your shoulders back and try to lift up with your arms, squeeze your blades, and then release. Now, often when it's tight and we try and lift, we'll sort of do this and round in the upper body. So try to lift your rib cage up, squeeze your shoulder blades, and then release. So good for counteracting sort of hunched desk posture. And we add a rise onto tippy toes. So coming up, 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 and then back down. And again, breathe in and lift. Almost like you're trying to pull the stick apart. We're going to do three more, keeping those thumbs touched together as you come down. last couple. Breathe in, we get some height. And final one. Good job. Alrighty, resting off. Moving into our single pose, our warrior. So feet open, we're going to turn this one out fully, but angle in over here at 45. Now often the body will lean forward tight, you just go sideways. You might prefer to have a bit of support here on your shin, or opening the hand, that your back's happy if you're going for that version. Bring your eye gaze up. To protect my back, I sort of tuck my bottom in a little bit from behind. Breathe. More advanced, we could take this bottom hand flat down behind the leg. Normally optional. Let's soften into the knee, and we're going to wriggle our back foot further back as we hold our warrior pose. Now, can you stack your shoulder directly above your hip? Sometimes it might mean opening the feet a little bit wider. Some body weight to the heels slightly. Where's your body weight in your feet? Breathe. From here, can we straighten the bent leg? I'm going to turn this foot out and then angle this other one in at 45. Tucking the bottom under as we lean. Softening the shoulders down. Breathe. Again, we can either hold the shin or next level, arm out. We feel our core and our back are strong. More advanced, taking our hand flatly behind. Opening into the knee. Bringing our shoulders up above our hips and sinking into our warrior pose. Pushing out towards that little toe edge on that back foot. Down with the hip. Breathe. Opening the chest. Spreading the fingers. Gazing off down the middle finger. Deep breath. And from here, straightening the bent leg, turning both sets of toes forward now. It's up to you how wide you go. Do what feels a little bit uncomfortable, but safe and doable. We're going to drop the head down. Just have a little look at the world from a different angle. Walking your hands in towards the middle of your feet. Then we're going to rock back into the heels slightly. And then forward to the toes. If it's feeling like a good old stretch, you might go a little bit wider. You might be stretching enough as you are. Breathe as you rock. Alrighty, from there, if you can bring your bottom down to the floor. Okay, so bringing the feet back in, sliding our fingertips here into the curve of the lower back. Pull your belly button muscle in, point your toes so you're resting on tiptoes. The feet together, resting on your tiptoes. And then notice my ankles are crisscrossing, coming up and slowly coming back down, but keeping pressure on the hands as we lower. Tapping the floor with each toe and then coming back up, down, again, tapping the toe one side, tapping the other. And you might take your legs slightly further away. Again on the floor, one and then the other. Coming back up, or advance, straightening the legs further. It does get quite challenging on that couple of inches just above the ground. Try to maintain some control around the core. I'm trying to get the shakes. Build them out here. Last couple. Breathe. Final one. Alrighty. From there, when you're done, you can roll onto your front. Meet me in a quad stretch. So fist under the forehead as you catch hold of your foot, knees together, heel to your bottom. You push your pubic bone into the floor. Breathe. If you want to, you can add a raise in your thigh bone. So the hip bone is off the ground. The thigh bone is hovered. Heel still to the bottom. And let's repeat on the other side. Now, to be safe for your back, you really want to press your pubic bone down into the floor. So in that connection there, as we squeeze the heel to the bottom, helps to position the pelvis well. Adding some lift with the thigh bone, the next level. Keeping the hip bones weighted evenly. Breathe. And relaxing off. So from here, moving into our downward dog, lifting up through the tailbone, placing one foot in the middle, or you can stay with the basic dog. We're going to point the toes, a little bit of lift on our back leg, height on that leg, point the toes up to the ceiling, and then from there, as we come down, I want you to bend your knees so they hover just above the ground, flexing the toes, straighten the leg, placing the other foot in the middle, pointing the toes and lifting. We get some height on that leg. Breathe. And releasing down. Again, we're going to float the knees just above the ground. We can go into child pose. So opening the knees, having a sit back, heels towards the bottom, and bottom towards the heels, and then resting your forehead. Breathing into your belly. We're going to slide our hands down by our ankles so the palms turn up. Relax the shoulders, so your shoulders sort of melt down, floppy arms. Breathe into your belly. Alrighty, from here, if you can roll to your back. And I'd like you to place your hands on top of your belly. Closing your eyes. Closing your mouth and just breathing through your nose. So notice the sensation of breath as it flows into the nose and flows out of the nose. It sort of cools as it comes in. It feels a little warmer as it flows out. Opening your mouth, allow your jaw to relax. Really relaxing those little muscles around the jaw, the tongue, the throat. Allow the muscles to soften and let go. The mental focus into our hands, our fingers. Noticing that sensation, temperature, tingling almost around the hands and fingers. Noticing the breathing that's naturally rising and falling in the belly. Noticing the sense of space inside the belly. Relax down. In this last few moments, I'd like you to cast your attention back over this year. Take a moment to reflect on perhaps something with your body journey that you feel really grateful for this year. A moment to think about how you'll perhaps set some new ambitions, goals for the new year into 25 and what you'll do to thrive. Open your eyes, noticing how you're feeling now compared to perhaps the start of the session today. We're going to take a little roll to our side. And if you can put your feet around in front, let your head drop to the side and then use this hand almost like a little weight. So it sort of weights your head down by your ear. Feel the stretch. Allow your body to kind of sigh. Let's drop the head over the other way. And again, let the hands sort of weight the head down. Breathe. And placing both of the hands now around the back of the head, dropping the chin, tucking in. And let's release. I hope that's made a real difference today. If we can have a quick chat with each other